You guys want to see a full warm-up, chat? Should we do a full warm-up? I'm done. I'm done. We can do like a full warm-up right now. Alright, cool. Let's do it. Alright, we're going to do a full warm-up. Show you guys what I do off the break here. So obviously I just come on. So this is a good warm-up in terms of like, if I'm being efficient. Alright, cool. So we're going to start off with a jackal. I'm literally just off the break here. Just before I kill anyone, I'm going to do a slide cancel. And then just kill them. So slide cancel, kill. Just off the break here, we're just trying to get warm. The whole point of the first section of the warm-up is to simply just get warm. What you're seeing now is actually there's a lot of these jammers, just super annoying. So I might restart the game and turn field upgrades off, but we'll see how annoying they get. That's just a new thing they have in the game. The jammers, proper trolly. Yeah, I'm just off the break. Literally gonna slide cancel around, just get a couple of kills. Nothing crazy. Just warm up for a little bit. Just a little bit. Probably get to about 20. Every kill, we're just going to kind of, you know, obviously warm up our hands, stuff like that. Then we're going to work through actual specifics. We'll go to 15 here just for the video and for everything so you guys can see. Then we'll move on. But I'll show you guys what we do. So once I go through, okay, now we got 15. I'm like, cool. Now we're going to pick up a random stuff. We're going to pick up a random stuff and we're going to say, right, I want to work on my centering. So before I kill anyone, I have to make sure my centering is on point. So I'm going to make sure my centering is on point. Just going to make sure our centering is good. So our centering, for anyone that doesn't know, is just middle crosshair, right? So as I'm walking around, you see, as I'm going around the corner, you see my centering right there. You see, as I'm around that corner, I'm already looking right. You don't want to come around the corner and then look right. For example, that guy right there. If I come around the corner, by the time I look right like that, he has a high chance of killing me. So you want to make sure you're looking the way you want to get an easy kill. So go through, nice centering. Gonna go across right now, just kind of work on our movement a little bit, work on our snap. Okay, so now what you're gonna see is we're gonna just work on a bit more of our range with a jackal. So another thing I see people do too much is they're not comfortable in holding a position. So what I mean by that is everyone's always on the move, bro. Everyone's always on the move, man. Sometimes just slow down, let the game come to you. So what, shoot a few people, stop. Do you notice as well, as we're shooting, we're not really shooting like 20 bullets at, we're actually shooting 1 or 2 bullets at a time. We're kind of having a bit of a rhythm, you know what I'm saying? A rhythm is super important in my opinion. In Call of Duty, it's not about just spamming your shot. You want to have a bit of a rhythm. This is just coming online as well. You know, not warmed up, not played all day, nothing, man, nothing. So you just come online, go through, and you want to have a bit of a rhythm. So slide cancel, shoot, stop, shoot, stop. And you can see it's actually almost a lot easier when you're at range, when you kind of shoot and stop. You add a little bit of movement, stuff like that, man, stuff like that. So it's not only am I shooting now, I'm working on my movement, I'm making sure I'm adding omni movement, working on combinations, stuff like that. It's very important to add different areas to your game. So we're going to do that for a bit longer. Even at that range, man, it's good to get that jackal shot at range. Of course, it's not optimal, but you still want to have it in your locker. The jammers are, yeah, no, the jammers are super annoying. So we're going to stay here. Another way to improve your gun skill, chat, is what I'm doing now, shooting bots, right? If you guys could find a friend or someone in the Discord, anyone to play, I have 1v1s with them, and it's so good for your overall, like, mechanics. It really is. Super good for your mechanics. All right, now we're at about 44. We'll get to 50, and then I'm actually going to work on something different. I'm going to work on, turn my aim assist off and work on some snaps. He's not on smoke today for the bait, didn't work. Yeah, well, I was kind of on smoke yesterday when they were joining the lobby, the randoms, but is what it is. Can't really avoid that, you know what I'm saying? All right, we're gonna get to 50. All right, perfect. Now we're on 50. Now we're gonna turn aim assist off. Why are we gonna do this? Let's kind of go through it together. So quick settings. Where's aim assist? There you go. Okay. So now. Oh no, Shah, honestly, I normally do that. It's super annoying having it on. I would have normally done that. I normally do turn off the field upgrades because of this jammer. So now we have no aim assist. We're going to try and just work on our actual shots at range, to be honest with you. Now, what are we doing here? We're just working on our overall snap, our centering, and make sure we're not heavily relying on aim assist. So that when we turn it back on, it's nice and easy, you know? Then what we're going to do, we have some 1v1 to subscribers as well, just to kind of go through some stuff. Do you think you should aim assist this year has given people confidence they shouldn't have? I don't think it's just this year. I think aim assist has been quite strong last few years. I mean, I wouldn't say it's giving people, I mean, I don't know if it's giving people confidence they shouldn't have. That's kind of like, you know, I don't really know how to answer that, but I will say that it's made shooting easier. So it's lowering the gap to shoot for sure than it was before. There's still a bit of a gap at the lower level, you know. But when you look at like the best of the best, like the players that play, when you look at like top 250 or Erie plus, right? Everyone can shoot. But if you look at like before, the shooting was a bigger skill gap. That's one thing I would say. There's still a shooting skill gap. Like right now, if you look at like a platinum versus like a crimson, you're going to see a shooting difference, right? Just because at that level. But I'm talking about the top level. There's more of a, like, the shooting looks the same. So it's a problem more at the top level, not for like most ranked play people and like casuals. You know what I'm saying? For casuals, it's not that big of a difference because it's still hard to shoot. It's more like the pro level, I would say. Like imagine right now, look how I'm shooting, right? Imagine this was the level without aim assist, bro. It'll be fun. It'll actually be fun, man. People will actually have to have a good shot. And it'll actually be, you know, the skill gap will be high. I would be down if there was no aim assist. I would be fine with that. So now we're on 73. So think about it as well. Just because we're doing it as a video, I'm not going to just spend too long. But imagine if we were doing this without a video. I'll do the same thing I'm doing now, just with more bots, just more. But you can see already my shot feels pretty smooth, simply just from doing this little warm up. You know what I'm saying? Going to go around. We're not standing still. We're constantly moving. Even at range, you see, every time we kill someone, we see how we're re-aiming in. We're trying to re-snap onto them. So look, kill them, re-aim. You kind of want to section your weapons into like different segments. So I feel like when people shoot, sometimes they carry on shooting until they get the kill. I might shoot and back away, say I'm not getting that kill, back away. See what I'm saying? Like so now he's one shot, like that. That's like a good way of like sectioning off your fight into different segments. Go around again. Okay. Now we're gonna keep going. So now I'm gonna work on my Omni movement. So what I'm gonna say is, okay, this time, every time I get a kill, people will be shooting zigs with their aim assist. I think that's good though, bro. I think that'll be really good to see the actual skill gap. So now I'm going to work on my jump shot. So every kill, I have to go for a jump shot. Just kind of in this scenario, you guys, just another massive thing, chat, that a lot of people don't do in game. When you do a movement, remember to move your right stick the opposite direction. So look, as I'm jump shotting right now, you're going to see I'm moving my right stick down. Why? Because my crosshair is going up. So I want to move my right stick down to counter it. You know what I'm saying? 1 second, let me change the song. It's like... I need some vibes. We'll see how 8s go today. I've got to get some content done on some other stuff, some other channels, but we'll go with the flow and see how it goes. I don't have any coaching planned for today, but I had an idea I was going to do. Let me know if you guys are interested, actually. It's going to be... I might test it today. It is a charge thing, so it's just like coaching, but instead of a full price session, it'll be like half of a session, but I'm going to do 8s with the whole session. So for basically, I'm going to be coaching the whole lobby. And instead of an hour, you'll get like an hour and a half or whatever. I'm just going to do like 8 people that want to get coached, all similar level, all in one lobby. I'm going to give tips to everyone, apply different things, help you guys all together. Instead of focusing on one POV, it'll be everyone that's in that lobby has played, and I'm going to help all of you guys get better. So it'll be like a group session. Today will be the first day trying it. So if you guys are interested, drop a 1 and I'll get you involved. It will be from probably, I would say, plat to diamond level, or diamond blow. So if you're like gold, you can still get involved. We'll make the teams fair. We'll mix up teams. I'm going to do listen-ins. I'm going to do drills and stuff after, show you guys different things. It'll be good. It'll be fun, and you guys will enjoy it. We might do it a bit later on as well, because I know people at work at NA and stuff. It will be a charge thing though, so not everyone will be able to play unless you like, you know, you guys are down to join, and obviously you'll be charged, but it'll be the whole thing will be coaching basically, which is basically what I normally do. But instead of just having one person, it'll be coaching multiple people. We'll just do it on stream. I'm sorry, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. We'll try it today. But anyways, yeah. So now what I'm gonna do? Sorry, I was going back to the point. So when I'm jump shotting now, look, I'm gonna move my aim down, because when I move my aim down, it's going to allow my centering to be where it needs to be. So we're gonna go around, aim my aim down, and I'm just gonna keep going to maybe 110, and then we'll do the same for drop shots. Then we're gonna turn aim assist on, and you're gonna see how much more snappy it looks just from this one change. So look, even at long range. Okay, so now we're on 110. Now we're gonna do our drop shots. We'll go to like 120. You can see it's just super weird because your aim feels so like sticky with aim assist that without it, it's like it is a completely different pattern. That's sometimes why I don't like turning my aim assist off, because it is a different pattern. It's good for like just getting your overall snap on, but like sometimes I'm okay with not using it, you know, like I'm okay with leaving aim assist on. I think it's good for your overall like snap and your initial shot and stuff, but it does feel a bit different. It does make you feel more snappy with aim assist on though, so it's kind of nice. All right, let me go through. So we need 2 more. It forces you to control your micro adjustments and work on your centering. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's definitely advantages like that for sure. Like for your initial centering, I would say your initial snap and your micro adjustments, like stuff like that, you definitely feels like it helps you for sure. All right, cool. So now we're gonna put it back on now, and we're gonna just try some different stuff again. This is just, there's no set way to warm up. You know, everyone like says, oh, what's the key? It's like, bro, it literally is just consistency and just improving in different areas. So now you can see we're gonna drop shot every time. Obviously, this tracker thing is super annoying. This jammer. But you can see now it feels so much more like strong, right? So you can just see it automatically. Now it feels like you actually have glue on your gun, and it just makes you like, it makes you appreciate your aim assist so much more, man. When you turn it off and you put it back on, you're like, damn, like you can actually tell the difference for sure. Again, muscle memory wise, we're just trying to do different movements and stuff. So let's just say you did this for a bit, you're good to go. Okay, now we're gonna work on our actual reaction and our snap. So I'm gonna stand in the middle of the map here. I'm gonna stand on this little pillar, and I'm just gonna consistently kind of go around trying to snap on people. And this is just gonna work on my micro adjustments, my micro snaps, and just like, you see that? So again, depending on the map, right, and stuff like that, you can just kind of give yourself different drills. So I'm literally gonna go to the middle every time, and even now that radar's off, I'm just gonna stand there and just kind of work on my snap and see where people are. So no one's really challenging me. Gonna go around. There's one. Gonna go around again. And again, just little things. Make things up. Make things up however you want to. Just gonna take out the jammer. There's one more. Go around. There's another one. So you can really just kind of have fun with it. Do what you want to do depending on your weaknesses, stuff like that. But you can see my centering right now is kind of just helping my reflexes, my centering. Another one there. Gonna go down the stairs. Go back again. So just kind of different things. So now let's just say we did that for like 50 fights, right? It allows you to work on that. Again, now I'm going to work on something different. This is going to be my actual snap and reflexes. So what I have to do is I'm going to turn around, slide cancel, fry them. Turn around, slide cancel, fry them. And this is going to work on my kind of, it's going to work on my right stick in terms of like the feel of it, in terms of, how do I explain this the best way? Like right there, the guy's there, right? Turn around. It's going to help, kind of help my snap. It looks kind of crazy, it looks a bit stupid, but to be honest, I used to do this a lot in Protocol. It really helped me in Season 1. I did this quite a lot. So look, this guy behind me, side cancel. You see what I'm saying? That, it feels nice. It feels like you're really controlling your shots. So this guy's behind me, I'm gonna run, side cancel. And it just allows you to understand how much of your, this is the best way of saying it. It allows you to understand how much of your right stick is required to have a 180 turn. So I'm gonna go turn around, and it just gives you that, let's say someone does shoot you in a game, boom. You can quickly just turn around, like that. And what I'm going to quickly do is change maps here and also turn off field upgrades, because the field upgrades are super annoying, and I'm going to show you on Protocol because I used to do it on that map, the middle map. It's just like, I like to just train different things, man, different things. Like, even to be honest with you guys, something that people don't really do is, if you like sniping is really good for your centering, really good for your centering. So what you can do sometimes is go on bots chat, walk around and just start sniping bots. Literally start sniping bots, because sniping is mainly centering, because you only get one shot, right? So with sniping, you basically have to have elite centering, because you have to make sure that when you see them, your crosshairs on them hit your shot before they kill you, right? But you only have one bullet. It's high risk, high reward. If you miss your bullet, you're dead. So your centering has to be elite. Where with normal weapons, right, if your centering is not elite, it's obviously not great, but you have like a second to recover. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those ones. But overall, man, sniping is really, really good for centering. So yeah, you guys are going to see the little adjustment we make here in case you guys are wondering how to set up bot lobby or anything. So we're going to go through. I also get a question a lot, chat. People say, oh, like, do you think it matters on the difficulty? For me, I always leave them on casual. I didn't even know casual was a thing too. I said normally recruit. I think that's a new thing. But I would always leave them on like casual recruit, because we're not necessarily trying to fight the best players right now. We are simply just working on our shot, right? It's just like, it's just working on our kind of movement, getting ourselves used to the rhythm, stuff like that. Of course, there is an argument to be made that if you play better players, you know, like veteran bots, you maybe are getting used to more advanced movement. I can definitely see that argument, but I've always just kind of done regular, because I'm working more on my aim on targets. But I can definitely see the argument, you know, but I don't think it's like that deep. So don't worry if you don't stress over it, is my main point. So yeah, we're going to go through to Protocol right now. And this time we're going to kind of do what I mentioned in terms of just going on that snap. And then we're going to work on an AR. What's good? Hey, what's good, Jordy? I'm chilling, man. I'm just vibing, bro. Just playing just warming up right now, just chilling, and then we're going to go to maybe like 1 or 2 rank play games. The reveal is at 7, and then maybe some sub games later. I want to get some Warzone in. We got quite a bit we got to do. I got some VOD reviews to do as well. I turned my aim off like 150 bots and then turn it on for 150. So Parasite did that. Yeah, again, like I said, I don't think you need to follow like exact warm-ups from people. I think you got to just like, depending on your time as well, your level as well, and stuff like that. But use it as a basis, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is what I like to do, chat. I like to stand here, up here, literally. This is what I did. I remember season 1, this is what I did a lot. My biggest warm-up was here. And I kind of just use the minimap, and when I see someone, I just snap on them. Because it's like a really good area. Look, get the first kill, got up top here, and this not only helps me at range, it just allows me to work on my centering, my snap. Look at that. Go through again, go across right there. I mean, most of the time they push me. They don't really, but I think because I put them on casual, these guys are lost. 1 second. Aims are back. So look, go through, look. Get the first kill. 1 pump, jump off. And I kind of just move around the map here. And it just allows you to really, I feel really connected with the right stick in terms of like how much weighting I need to move it. You know what I'm saying? So this is a really good warm-up as well, chat. If you guys are kind of looking at a creative warm-up, I really like this area of the map because you can just go in the middle and just kind of move around, use a mini-map. It tests so many areas of your game because look, I'm using my mini-map to kind of anticipate. I'm using my centering. I'm using my movement. I'm using my cover. I'm working on everything. I'm working at long range with my Jackal. So I go through again. So that shot is a bullet. I'm gonna go around now with a pistol, look at that centering. You work on a lot of areas, in my opinion, with this area, with this kind of warm-up. So now I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna get an aims out. Very, very similar situation, but what I'm gonna do now is really just work on that kind of long-range gunfight. Okay, so I'm gonna go all the way to the area here. And similar situation, I'm gonna go across here, kind of edge of the map here, and just see if I can find anyone. See if I can see them, and just try my best to kind of find people long range. If I don't see anyone here, I'm gonna move up a little bit. When I played on recruit bots, I felt like they played a little bit more to the middle. You can see these guys aren't really fighting in the middle. So we just go anywhere. We want to kind of fight that long range here. So I'm going to go around. There's one. I'm going to stand here now. It really just kind of depends what you're trying to warm up. Right now I'm trying to warm my overall aim shot. So I'm just going to play this outer skirts because this is a nice kind of long range. And I just like this area of the map. That guy's a bullet. So I'm going to go around, take him out, go up the top again. Slide cancel. My aim feels like aimbot when I turn aim just back on. It is something that feels like, I'll say, yeah, for sure. It does feel nice when you turn it back on. You're like, damn, it feels so much like sticky, for sure. Bro, if COD got rid of aim assist completely, I would be okay, bro. I would think that it would add so much more skill. I just don't think they ever would. We'll probably get tucked by mouse and keyboard players. That's it, man. This is like the main way to warm up, man. It really is. It's just, there's not much to it, to be honest with you. And the only thing I would say, this is kind of one more layer to it, especially with like omni movement and stuff like that. If there's like a movement you're not comfortable with, or for example, okay, let's just say you play and you never use your pistol. You're like, you know what, like, my pistol shot isn't there. Bro, whatever your weakness is, chat, and this is why it's tailored to you. Whatever your weakness is, just practice it for real, man. If you guys are terrible with your pistol, then just practice it. If you guys are really bad with your sliding sideways, then just practice it. Even streaks, bro. Okay, let's say, okay, I'm really bad at using my streak. Let's just say, for example. So you know what? Every time I get a streak, I'm going to use it. And you're going to start to learn about the Hellstorm. Okay, so let's see. So if I press L1, I can slow it down. Okay, so this is just like showing you guys different layers. Okay, so what happens if I... Does that lock on? Let's see. Okay, so that actually locks onto the player that it's aiming at. Okay, cool. So some people didn't know that. Some people doesn't know that. You know, when it has somebody in that sight, it locks onto them. It doesn't just go to that area, because I remember before I used to think that, right? But it actually locks onto that player, so you could move the missile. So again, you could try it again. And this is like, I'm giving you guys a reference point for Black Ops 7. When Black Ops 7 starts, these little ideas and criteria, this is where you learn it in the fucking training ground, chat. Okay, let's say, right, I'm really bad at grenades. How about this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now I know it takes 4 seconds for a grenade to land. So now I can experience stuff. I'm trash with Hellstorm. Exactly my point there, Bull. You see? So how many times? Be honest with me, chat. Be honest with me. Don't lie to me. Who here has actually practiced the Hellstorm in a private game? Be honest, chat. Give me a yes or no. Don't lie to me, chat. Don't lie to YouTube. We're gonna find out, chat. Don't lie. Don't lie. Be honest, chat. Give me a yes or no if you guys have ever practiced with the Hellstorm. And it may seem like a niche thing. It is. But that's where you win, bro. You win in the niches, chat. You win in the small details, man. Hey, that's the difference between a loss and a win sometimes, man. So, bro, imagine now every live chat, I'm going to practice with my Hellstorm. So now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to slow down the Hellstorm from experience, and I'm going to slow it down. I'm not going to use a speed boost. I'm going to slow it down. So you see, look, there's one. That's going to get that kill. There's going to get that kill. I'm going to go down a bit. I'm going to keep going around here. So going to get another kill. So get another kill, and then we use the third missile.
Good effect. Good effect. 3 buy.
Paddy, you practice. Paddy, don't lie to me. If you have fair play. If you have fair play. So look, nade spot. Say, right, cool. I'm going to try a nade spot. So right now, I'm going to look at the minimap. So right, there's a person right there. I'm going to chuck a nade right there. Use my minimap. See if it lands right there. We're going to see. Okay, nothing. You see what I'm saying? So you can go through it to right. Where did that land? I can go across. You can go to obviously more detail, but things like that, you can really just understand the layers to the game when you warm up. Now, we're at the end of Black Ops 6, so I understand people are like trying to not get nerdy with it. The way I look at it is the way sports is in terms of seasons. I look at Call of Duty the same way. Obviously, we're not pros and stuff. However, for us, it's the same thing. So Black Ops season is technically ended. For Black Ops 7, you're going to use the same fundamentals going into next year. Obviously, in sports, they play the same game, like football, basketball. But for Call of Duty, most of the skills transfer over. And like, for example, if I'm Eerie this year, I'll more than likely be Eerie next year. If you guys are Diamond this year, you're more than likely going to start Diamond next year. It's not like you're going to go next year and be Silver and you can't get out. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely going to be at a very similar level. The only difference is going to be in certain, say, movements or certain mechanics. But those are like, you can learn just like you learn these ones. Like Omni Movement wasn't a thing, chat. Now everyone's so used to it. It's just literally each game, certain things change. Centering, awareness, all that stuff is transfers over, man. It really does. The only thing that changes game to game is specific like game mechanics. Even spawns and stuff, the concepts and stuff are fairly similar. Just little things change across. Bro, Paddy, if you actually, fair play if you actually did. Chat thinks you're capping. Chat thinks you're capping. That's hilarious. But like I said, chat, look, pistols, even spots on the map, bro. Even spots on the map, like jump spots and stuff like that. Like, let me show you. Let's just, obviously this, like I said, I've played this map hundreds of times now. Let's say I was trying to learn this map. I was like, okay, where could I stand in here? You could just find spots and say, right, what if I sit, okay, let's see if I sit here, for example. Okay, they're gonna come through that back door. What if I sit on the stairs? Okay, what if I sit here? So then I can sit here, for example, and let's see if when they see me and how they see me. Now, if somebody kills me from there, I could realize, oh, okay, so they can see me from the window. You know what I'm saying? You could go through and stuff like that. You could go through and kind of understand different spots. Yeah, they are keeping Omni Movement. They are keeping Omni Movement. They're just gonna make it an advanced version. Let's say I didn't know these spots here. I might stand here and be like, oh, damn, this is a really good spot for search. So now I can sit here and see when the bots go through, can they see me? What kind of happens? Where can I see? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could chuck a grenade from here. This is how you practice. So if there's a guy on P1, I can say, right, let's see if that guy's right there. So what if I do this? If I chuck it right there, I'm going to see where it lands. Okay, doesn't really kill him. Okay, cool. So I can do better next time. I can go through. Let's see if I'm standing here so he can see me. That guy actually saw me. Okay, that's not an easy gunfight. Okay, cool. So in this situation, if he sees me and he goes to this head glitch, you know what? I want to see how that looks from his POV. These are just things I would question, chat, when I'm learning the game, and what I encourage you guys to do as well. You know what I'm saying? So if I see that guy there, if he gets to this head glitch here, that guy's dead because I have a really disgusting head glitch. So this is a really good spot if they don't see you. But then you might say, oh, hang on, how about here? Where can I go? Okay, so if I go there, we're out of bounds. Okay, cool. So these are just how you get ahead. These are all the small gritty stuff you use to get ahead. If I sit here, for example, and watching the pinch, is it an obvious spot? Is it an off angle? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's go through. Okay, so the bot, okay, so I can see the bot comes across. You know what, let's watch the kill cam. If he kill me and see where he comes from, stuff like that. You just find different layers to the game. And that's kind of the biggest thing about warming up, chat. It's not only just warming up, you're also learning things about the game. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to get ahead. Like, for example, this jump spot, you may think this is a terrible spot, which it probably is. But we want to find out, like, what can we see? What are the layers to it? This, that. And you have time in a private game to really understand that. So when you warm up, it's not just about warming up your actual mechanic. It's also about learning the nerdy stuff. Because the nerdy stuff is what gets you better, to be honest with you. That's the kind of difference maker. Spots like this, for example, chat. If I'm going down the zip line. I can't remember how I did it now, actually. Do I need a sub? But you could basically jump straight here. And you could do like that. You see, you could jump like that, so you take no full damage. I learned that so early on in the game. But let's say we didn't know that. We go through every time, and we always take full damage. There's little things like that. It just helps out by learning the nerdy stuff. I don't want you guys to take this like, oh, for Black Ops 6. I'm saying going forward for Black Ops 7. Okay, there's outer skirts of the map. How can we go? Where can we go? Okay, we can go there. We can jump back up. Okay, cool. Is there a way we can get there in 3 seconds? Let's find out. So we're here. Okay, so if I jump like that, I die. Okay, cool. So we'll try a different route. And that's just how you learn. In this situation, okay, where can I go? Is there anywhere I can go? What happens if I go to this rock? Okay, so as soon as I go there, I'm out of bounds. Okay, cool. So there's no way of kind of going across. And if you want someone like Shotzi, this is what he does at the start of the game, chat. Literally, you go to the private game and he just nerds around. He just finds stuff. What if I sit in this little crack here? Okay, this is a good spot. This is a really good spot for watching this way. know what I'm saying? For watching this, it's actually a really good spot. Maybe not for this side. What are you doing out of bounds? Don't worry about that, Dinho. Don't worry about that. What if I go here? What if I go here? Where is out of bounds? Okay, so as soon as I go there, and you just learn different areas, different spots. You may learn like a line of sight. You may have never stood here for a line of sight. You may have never realized that you could see the top window here. You know what I'm saying? But that's it, man. That's kind of how you improve. One last tip in terms of warming up, chat. Let's say I kill this guy here, and then the guy's up top there. Don't kill him and then go up like that. It's way quicker to kill him, let go, and then do that. You see when I kill him, I let go, and then I move my right stick. Let me show you again. So I kill the guy there. If there's another enemy right there, okay, I kill him. Instead of doing this, that takes way too long. You kill him as you're repositioning. Let me do it slowly. So you kill him as you reposition. Now you let go of your aim. You move forward. You move right, and then you aim in again. Okay, chat. It's such a big thing I don't see people do. You want to kill one, come and let go. As you're moving forward, now you slide. As you slide, you move your right stick forward. As soon as you do that, you aim down sight. So look, kill, move, slide, aim down sight. So look at this. And it literally looks like, it looks so fast, but what you're doing is as you're moving, you're then aiming down sight. It just makes the game so much easier for you. Another one, if you're trying to improve your long range AR shot, come here, bro. Stand here. So now, whenever they push me, play TDM if you want, it's easier. Whenever they push me now, I can just work my long range shot. Stuff like that. One more time, we're going to launch our cruise missile. We're going to try it out, like we were mentioning, how we can improve on our cruise missile. So this time, we're going to see what happens if we speed it up. How quick is it? Let's see. So when you speed up, it gives them less chance to kind of do anything. Going to go through them a few missiles. All right, so we're still able to get a couple of kills. Things like that. You want to practice just different scenarios. I'm going to chuck a grenade up there. Let's look at the minimap, see if it kills anyone. It kills no one. Okay, that didn't land anywhere. Great. And that's it, man. That's how you can warm up. I feel good. I feel ready to go. I can jump to rank play now and go from there.